So next up, we're going to be checking out Ish's 1,000 Players Simulate Civilization Rich and Poor. I know it's in Minecraft because I recognize the style, but I'll be completely honest here. I'm not sure how much of a simulation we're going to watch because 1,000 players in anything is going to devolve into New Jersey. And there's a line you don't cross, and that's usually the state boundary of that state specifically. Let's find out just how crazy this gets. The answer is, I mean, this is a 2-hour-long video. We're going to take a giant chunk out of it. I'm expecting very. I'm actually kind of scared how crazy this will get, though. Oh, God.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization.
It's 2 islands.
The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
Oh, so it literally comes down. Oh, I thought there'd be like a respawn server and you see how things get. No. Oh, no.
Now each player
That's a lot more than I thought.
Whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society.
We live in a society.
At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding.
Do you need to mine?
...is a barren wasteland.
Oh,
it's up
God.
to each player to work with what they've got.
So it's literally giving all the resources on one and no resources on the other. Is this survival mode where they actually need to eat to survive too? Oh, that would make it even more evil. Oh, and Croc, you mentioned, for the timer, I have not much to say, so let's say I never realized how thick accent I have until I checked our perspective on yesterday's TF2. I'll be honest, dude, your accent wasn't that thick, actually. I've heard people who have a lot thicker accent, or they were speaking Gaelic. I wasn't really sure when they were speaking Gaelic and when they were speaking English with an accent. It was really hard to tell. But apparently at one point it was English. I only know that because the person I know who only speaks English spoke to them and they understood. And then they spoke back and they understood. And it was weird. I had no idea what was happening the entire time.
Will there be peace between the islands?
Doubt it.
Will there be war?
I'm going to take a wild guess. The place that has everything will probably cause the dictatorship and destroy everyone. I mean, definitely war.
Is the single most amazing story arc
They make rockets that move?
All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the Rich and Poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
Oh my God. How big of a server does this have to
If you want
be?
to participate in these videos, join my Discord server and of course subscribe to my channel.
Oh, dude.
All right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
500 on each side.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all
I just realized this is essentially a Mr. Beast video, but in Minecraft.
1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
It's in modded because it looks really beautiful.
I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
So I'm just going to be upfront about this. I don't know enough about Minecraft to tell if this is actually good or bad, because can't you just destroy and build anything, or like, does it actually matter? I really don't know.
No. There's nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Can you not, like,
realized that
farm
building
until things are ready, or
civilizations on
what?
Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome. Oh no! No, no, no! Help! And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Oh, it can erupt?
Oh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens...
Wait, you can actually make volcanoes erupt in this game? Oh. And apparently I'm being told you need wood to even make tools, so without knowing where any trees are, you're in really deep shit, huh?
Heat up all the water on the island.
What?
Okay.
This
The water
killed
boils.
a lot of people. Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material.
And if there's only one tree, then they only have enough to make one pickaxe. Hopefully it doesn't actually destroy the pickaxe when they use it. Otherwise, everyone just dies for not having anything.
And without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too.
Oh.
But, of course,
Boiling
it
water.
was completely surrounded by boiling water.
So they have to take apart pieces, either try and survive on dead bodies. Could they just slowly dump things into the water to build a bridge by punching it, or do they actually need something else?
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go
Oh,
over
yeah.
to Island 2.
Oddly enough, that central island is probably a really defensive position, because if they're going to start fighting, boiling water that kills people is probably a good thing.
Guys,
And you can't throw dirt across it? Okay.
life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
That would help.
For business.
Solid water? It's from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people
Yes.
on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're
Wait, they managed to kill themselves in a place that shouldn't? Oh my god. Oh, and Zero, can I put Spy as the third video? Sure. Why not? We'll do Spy third video. I'll just do that right now, because I think I had it in the list anyways. Yeah. Oh god. Sure, man.
planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. Double carrots.
Yeah, they're definitely the ones creating the dictatorship first.
Triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Seth.
I'm going to be honest. If they can still spawn enemies in the dark, that might change
You
things.
doing okay?
If they can mine far enough.
This island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Oh my
Overall,
God.
the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their
It is beautiful to
wealth,
look at, but they're
and
kind
they
of
were
both that
very
way.
optimistic about their future.
Yeah, they definitely started a dictatorship. So the
By the
beast
end
just
of the
floating
first
around.
day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you
Dude.
are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
He was about to die.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example,
And more importantly, they're being forced to work together, so they're going to have an easier time doing that when everyone else is just doing their own thing because they can on the other island.
this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular.
He actually looks like
Bread?
a rat.
And you get What the frick?
You get
Why?
none.
Wait, is this a bread line?
Yes. Yes, it's a bread line.
I also got
Oh
word
my
that there was a
God.
small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Please tell me they call it Pompeii. Please tell me they call it
What the-
Pompeii.
How's it going?
Oh my god, it's a Mario! Legally distinct
This was
Mario!
Linguini, and he had recruited about 20
Linguini.
people to join his Italian mafia. His
Oh my
goals were
God.
Very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys
What does
later. But in
netherite
the
do? I think
meantime,
that's to
on
go to the
Island
Neth-
2, there were
If they go to the nether, they might have new building options.
actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care.
Also, I'm being told if there were hostile mobs, it would create a shortage that they couldn't get over. Yeah.
About power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people,
Because they have everything, they're not forced to work together in bigger groups. So if you can have a group of 50 out of 500, yeah, and apparently I'm being told netherite is diamond upgrade. Oh, that would be a
including
thing.
pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and
Canadian
their
cartel?
employees.
Wait, does that mean they have all the maple syrup? Those monsters.
Fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict.
Someone digs too deep.
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to
What,
the
is it
Cass
flooded?
Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
Oh my god. Is it the new California Commonwealth by any chance? I'm sure that's not important right now.
Actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to...
Oh, they didn't all spawn in the same location. Oh, that I was not actually aware of. I thought they all had one collective spawn point that they jumped into, but if it's not that way, then it does make sense to group up more.
Together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day,
it's not so much the NRC. Apparently, it's more Arasaka. Got it.
Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1.
But more likely to shoot themselves in the foot.
Let's see what happens in the following days.
Wow. Only 47 people died. Kind of surprising.
As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event.
Oh?
Remy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone... No, I
Spood?
need food, I'm dying.
Yo, Spood.
Well, yeah.
I do have food. You're private, but
Oh, I
don't
need
worry.
food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further
it works.
his political ambitions. That is...
I mean, it's basically the Roman thing, and he's already dressed as a Roman, so he's doing the Roman thing. Bread and entertainment. Oh, he calls the Colosseum, doesn't he?
Until... Oh my god.
Who is a traitor?
How many people are going to kill themselves by accident?
Spood had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1.
What?
People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spood used this leverage to establish an empire named West Helm.
Oh my god. So this is on the poor island, and they are the ones creating the bread and circus thing. Yeah. And Valerian, does he know? I'm assuming there's a little more scripting to this than I assume. Just because, well, they have a lot of growth from a single tree. Maybe it unlocked more, I don't know. But it seems like there's a lot more people working together than I think.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive Colosseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Even though the people
Rome.
of West Helm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead.
Oh god, you can take heads from people?
It seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon.
Oh my god, they actually have a music number. Why the fuck, man? Oh my god. I'm still thinking that the Island 1 with everything on it will destroy themselves before anything else, but that's just because easier access to kill each other. And easier breakdowns without having to go collective.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as West Helm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the raven.
Yeah.
Nevermore.
And
Oh no, god. It's the bunch of goths. So according to Taron, I'm just going to pull this up in chat so people can see it, because it does answer one of my questions. The vid is scripted, aka tidied up by the recreation, but the experiment is based on is not. Okay. So are we getting videos of the actual gameplay, or are we getting recreations to make the video work after he observed the original one? Huh. Also, according to Valerian, in this server, people drop their heads. That's disturbing.
Honestly, these guys
Who
weren't
thinks to do
wrong
that?
to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
Oh. And they mined a lot of it.
This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning.
Oh my god, yeah, it begins.
Mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I'm honestly surprised this wasn't stopped by Nintendo already, because that is, I mean, it's Nintendo, man. This is the kind of thing they go after. Oh. And apparently, Eddie mentioned some players posted a perspective on the gameplay. Oh, might actually be worth seeing that, actually. I'm looking into that later.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me. I'm getting chased. Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you going to do about
the Mafia?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the Mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the Mafia.
But then...
That is how that
during our
works.
Interview. Oh, wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming out.
Those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really?
Are they?
Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano.
I'm assuming it's an ally with so many air quotes it's not even possible to say.
I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
Yeah.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other.
Also, are they digging into the lava? Like, am I the only one seeing that? I thought lava in this game was the you don't touch it thing, but apparently they're touching it. How do you even do that? Okay.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
Yeah, you can go right in there.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Oh my. I have no idea what character he's based on.
On day 2,
Truly.
the task coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Oh, crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
I'm not going to say I called it, but the first fight actually happening here, kind of called it.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
Also, according to Valerian, he literally only broke character on the interview with the players. Oh, God.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear.
Well, I was wrong. That's on me.
Oh, I got not here to invade you, we promise.
Seems like why are y'all here? It's you mother.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed
You
them.
brought them all. You didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named
So they saw him floating in his own version of creative mode and just like, yeah, he's probably the right way.
3 Below Zero profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
Did they, though?
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Caste Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jophiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbieland. What is this?
Of course it is. According to Valerian, this is such a weird story I can barely predict it. It's so bizarre. Your next line is, and it's not on purpose. Wait, what? Does it count as saying the next line if I actually read it already? Whatever. I'm also not going to be able to JoJo pose because I can never do that correctly.
Life in plastic?
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
And lastly, the
oh god, the cringe.
Was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there. Although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture.
He just made a vacation home.
Your horse is there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still,
Smart
he
man.
made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group.
Oh god.
Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Caste Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant.
But
little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
Are they the first people to fight? Okay, this is a question I just don't know enough about. Are you able to build boats that move in this game? If so, that seems like an awesome thing.
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good.
Of ourselves.
We are enlightened.
With murder of everything else.
The light.
By lighting them on fire.
Are Luminara.
Oh, that never sounds bad.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle,
there was a reason?
It wasn't by accident.
Oh? Is there a resource?
After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island.
Oh. So people were actually releasing videos from this on their own. Okay, that is actually a lot more interesting because that means that if someone wants to find out what's going on, they could collect information. So he's actually looking into intel from other people who don't realize that maybe talking about it's a bad idea. Or good idea, depending on what this interaction is.
He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
Or just, pay the guys what they need immediately and sign up with them when they try and invade.
But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara.
Oh, they definitely will.
Perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
Yeah.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us.
If they're able to find each other's videos, are they able to contact each other outside of the game? Or is that one of the conditions where they don't do that beyond just being able to make their own content? Because outside alliances could be incredibly fuckery right now. Not going to happen. That's even less likely. Oh, God, no. Oh.
Next.
Also, they have any indication how long it goes before things happen?
Back on Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
How do you have pirates? Oh, because they're stealing people. Yeah, that makes sense. And the cat is staring at me from outside the room. They're adorable.
Casino, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around
Lego
with
likes?
the pirates.
Yeah.
Lego likes just take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put a hit out on him.
So to be clear,
Oh.
Lego Likes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Dead. Because the water boils them, yeah.
They're boiling! Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Killed by
Alcatraz
water.
Pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him, but...
Oh, so I want to guess. How are they handling this? Do they either pay out a bounty to the group and let them decide? Or they say, well, I can't actually do it because I don't did it. So it'd be unfair. I don't know which way we go, but this could actually cause its own version of tension.
Fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today.
Oh.
So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes. What we expect.
All right. Well, I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were
Already?
finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Oh, because that was left in the video, it is definitely foreshadowing. Because if it isn't, I'd be really concerned.
Still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
I'm sure this won't kill everyone.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Oh!
Emperor's Food had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
When Emperor's Food left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on
And thus, the Caesar paradox has been created.
cue.
Elysium diplomats follow me.
I'm sure there won't be 32 people this time.
Sorry, I'm late.
This
Benji
is
Button.
and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium.
There's a lot of Greek theming on this one, man. Did he give them hints about what kind of names to choose or something?
On day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore.
Oh.
So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And
Yep.
he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Oh my god. Oh, they can actually grow things. See, that's actually something I wasn't aware of. I thought growing would not be a thing, but I guess they have started growing trees, so that would take care of it, yeah.
Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? We need the pufferfish. Quick.
Did they actually have a pufferfish?
All right.
He got a cow. They actually got a cow. What the?
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westholme's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer.
But there's no way the Emperor is going to go for that one, because that means he'd have to talk to more people. And also because it would be giving up his power, which he now has a ton of.
But first...
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First
Yeah.
was the Alcaracina Pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys. Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Linguini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for Mario.
Hello, it's me.
Linguini.
Oh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore
Oh, he
cult
paid them,
would
though.
probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway.
Did they? Oh, they're probably the ones going
Now, as for
underground.
the fourth and final nation,
Whoa.
well, it was
Did they make giant glowing-eyed statues? Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters.
How do you become?
As a
It's probably
result,
outside
people were
gameplay.
kinda scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
Why do I feel like something's going to go wrong?
First, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Yeah? Who's going to start betraying who first, though? Wait, they keep talking about the island exploding. Oh. Also, Valeria mentioned mushroom cows give mushroom soup instead of milk. So if you have bowls, you can get pretty much infinite food. Oh. Oh, that is actually a huge ask, and that they got that too. Oh my. Is that a bunch of TNT? Ah, I see. We have found the betrayal.
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication.
What?
What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
What?
Well, technically it wasn't a betrayal. Functionally, I don't think anyone's going to care about that. She did.
We're not moving.
Also, is that a giant sword in the sky? Like, I'm not the only one seeing that. It's like someone made a giant sword being held by a cloud. I'm not the only one seeing that, right? What the hell, man? I didn't even know you could craft with Steam.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall,
Yeah.
the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power.
Yeah.
See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has like, barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition.
Which means that now Cass is a threat because people are going to her, and anyone who loses that in their coalition loses the voting share if that's how they determine it.
Cass's style of governing, letting people
Also, I'm being told that's not Steam, it's white glass. Huh. I guess someone just built that then? Either that or Ish has done something weird.
do whatever they want was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
Oh my god. Is that guy's name really Pro Gamer Dude? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
matters into their own hands.
And they impaled him.
Anyway, on
That's
day
one way to
3,
do it.
The biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Caste Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city.
Oh
my gosh. This is
damn,
big.
they got dwarves.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Airier trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Airier colonizing people happened to be false. Airier was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So,
Who is going to do the dumb first? If there's a false rumor going around, that means someone probably started it. Maliciously or not, that could probably mean Alkaline is dead.
Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge.
Yeah. The bigger question is, does his group get shanked by Island 1 or Island 2? And everyone else gets dragged into whoever wins.
So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
Who is also friends with the one outcast who also had a bunch of friends himself.
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Which is exactly what Flux didn't want to have said.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation.
The guy who was the loner, but also had one friend who is the person representing his group in the wrong way. God.
Where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all...
Also, I'm being told that, according to No Name, the inspector was Cass's real-life husband. Oh my god.
all the Island 2 leaders.
She's probably gonna laugh at that.
About it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be accidental for you. It'll be purposeful for everyone else.
I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Airier, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here.
I can agree to
Yeah,
that.
I like that. That's good.
That's a good start.
But
if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us.
that's the crazy part, though. At this point, they're not starving. Oh, but they don't. If they're putting out videos every day, that means even if someone's watching a live stream, they don't probably have enough time to go through everything to find out exactly what's happening on the other side. Even though 3 Below already has
And
done some of
imagine for a
it.
second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
Do they need aid?
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're going to invade us no matter what. And you want
I mean, I'm also certain at least someone will do that, but I don't know. It seems like they're doing their own thing pretty well.
to send aid to them? Guess what? They're going to take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're going to use all of that against us.
he might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot
Do they
be
need
this
help,
naive.
though?
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Oh my god.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations...
Can I just acknowledge the fact that I think the biggest thing people are going to do is get into a fight because it's the giant PvP brawl at that time, and for no other reason than that. I fully expect that to be the reason it happens.
It'll be easy. All they'll need to do...
Not because they have to, because they want to.
Which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
What's crazy?
It almost feels like he's trying to set this up. He's definitely an instigator here.
Crazy Joe feel is you.
Also, his story is changing radically because initially it was like, well, I need to make sure everyone knew I was right and we're just going to go with it. Now it's like, well, we need to be very aggressive.
Leading all of us to our death.
Oh my God.
You have to listen
We can't
to me.
do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
We can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
All right, everyone, we can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to
How many
treat
people did
Island
Flux
1
bring?
as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
Is he wrong, though?
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just seeing Zero De Novo say Among Us Minecraft. And anyone reminded of Rome? Oh, God, yes. So much of it looks like Rome. In multiple different locations, too. I mean, it is kind of a cool vibe. Even though technically the way everyone thinks about Rome is very white marble and clean and pristine, when the reality is those guys painted everything in the most garish, outlandish colors you can imagine. It's only white because it got bleached by the sun until the color came off. Yeah, so if you're not thinking of a gay pride parade amount of colors everywhere, it's probably wrong. Yep. The evidence for this is actually Pompeii and the sections that were preserved, where every free space that was able to contain paint after all this time reveals tons of murals everywhere. Although, to be fair, the place they found that in was a brothel. Yeah. All of what I said is confirmed fact that you can look up, and it is really fucked up. And it's historical, but also I still wouldn't recommend looking up in public, just in case, because the pictures on the walls that were preserved were, not all of them were incredibly lewd, but some of them definitely were. Yep. And Lucifer, that was also Greece as well. I think it's just the kind of the vibe for a lot of places. If they had paint, they used it. They basically treated their walls like people treat models. You get around to painting it eventually. I have to dig it myself as much as anything else. Ugh. Either way, though, that was actually way more engaging than I expected. Because I had no idea who Ish was. I've never seen this, and it's fantasy, but also it's Minecraft. I don't know anything about Minecraft. Hell, I didn't know you can get 1,000 players in a single server without blowing up someone's computer. Because it looked like there were some mods in there for the light and the water. Yeah. I'm just saying, Ish doesn't have a high-end PC. He has a high-end server farm. Oh, God. Either way, you guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.